How's it? Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii channel. 6 geese. 6 geese, no. Seven swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and 1 partridge in 1 pear tree. Yes, this is Mongoose Max Hawaii channel. Welcome, like, subscribe. Today is Sunday, so we actually have a paper, but I hope, and this is probably just going to be long, so whatever. Watch all the way to the end. Okay, I have to relate this. If you're snowflake and you're going to melt, watch out. I was attacked. Attacked by the witch yesterday. No joke. Oh, shit. See, there's an ongoing thing. She got this dog that she wasn't supposed to get, and it runs around inside the house. Oh, I'm a home care for my mom who's like under 90. And she's taking advantage of her, exploiting her, taking her bank account, basically. So she got the dog. I didn't agree with the dog. I told my mom, she's like, the dog's running around. So now the dog crap. So she's trying to take it outside. Dog crap out there. Dog crap. Now I tend the backyard. You know, I got pet tortoise tore down there, but to tend the backyard. So now there's dog toy, and now dog crap. So I throw the toys back. Now the dog crap. So I'm like, okay, this is it. I tell my mom. She's like, I'll talk to her. I guess she didn't. So I take the dog crap, plastic bag. I go up and I put it next to this car that she doesn't own, but she uses it. On the ground. Nothing. Dog crap again. I figure she get the message. You pick it up either out. You pick it up in the yard or pick it up out there. So it happened again. So I picked up the dog crap. This is yesterday. Pick up the dog crap in the bag. Go out in the front of the house where there's all the dog already crapped in front of the house. So I put it next to that. She figured I picked that up anyway. I went down in my room. And oh man, I thought nothing of it. But she builds up. And then the smallest thing. Every time. So I took a shower and I'm sitting on my bed, no clothes. I'm on my bed, and I was like, I'll start editing. So I'm editing without any clothes, with the headphones going. And outside of that window, right there, which is like about that far away from my head, she's sticking her head in there. Saying, just totally scream witching at me. So there's no solution because it's just NPD. It's just like nonstop. You can't talk. It's just like all screaming one way. So the only way to deal with that is to keep swearing at her back until she gets tired and leaves. So, oh God, it was like out of The Exorcist. I swear to God, it was like fucking face to face with Satan, and I was like, what the hell? You know, I'm in. I was like, what the? And she said, yeah. So I just did it all back to her. So I don't know, she did everything under the sun, like obscene, homophobic, response. It was like, your mother's, that kind of thing. And so I just kept telling her shit. I wanted to do the Bible thing, get behind me, Satan, but I don't want her behind me. I gotta stick down. I got this thing. She gotta stick it. Either that or, right, Becky? Right? You stick it down. See? Bucky says, that's effective. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Holy crap, man. Yeah, it's a thing. And so now, that's what I have to deal with. And so, yeah. It could be just COVID stress, COVID fatigue. It's weird, the crap she yells. It's kind of like, you should see a doctor. It's like, no, you should see a doctor. I mean, just like screaming. That's go back to hell, you witch. Go back to hell. I guess she likes it. Maybe she's into that sadistic, masochistic, verbal. The conflict habituated relationship sociology. All right, that's enough of that. Let's look at the newspaper. Because this is newspaper, where we look at the newspaper. And we got to get on here. All right. Today's headline is. You see that? This is today's headline. It's an investigative series, it looks like, about promised land. Like they're trying to go like promised land. Promised land. The government pledged to return ancestral Hawaiian lands that never finished the job. So back in 1995, when President William Jefferson Clinton, I think it was his last year in office. I had to look it up. I knew it was Clinton. See, because Hawaii was overthrown, but it wasn't really overthrown like it's being portrayed as it was overthrown. The Queen kind of relinquished, she abdicated her throne to spare people violence, and it was tension in the street, and there really was a group of 5 businessmen who were married into and they were the grandsons of missionaries. Yeah, so Protestants and evangelists, and they're all muddy. You marry your daughter and they own your land. But 5 of them, so it was like 5 giant landowners, and so they kind of did a coup with King Kalakaua, who was probably cool. The Merry Monarch, he built Iolani Palace. They had electric lighting inside Iolani Palace before the White House. He was just jamming cool. But he spent a lot of money being the Merry Monarch, and they didn't like that. So they had a constitutional monarchy that they wanted to put in place. So they did that by bayonet. Sign the papers, King. See if you shall sign the papers to make constitutional monarchy, because we have all these bayonet people at your desk. So the king signed away his power at the bayonet constitution, and therefore there was no more power. And the Hawaiian people were going down the tubes with that stuff, and there was rustling in the streets. And President McKinley, because he had ships in here, the British and the Americans and British had ships. So they asked McKinley to keep the peace. So he took some Marines there was a ship out in the water, and he brought the Marines on land to sort of like UN peacekeeping, keep the order. But it was festering up, and the Queen abdicated the throne. Kind of like that, You can have a different opinion of history and change history via your opinion, but that's kind of like a basic view. It's rewritten where the U.S. government took Queen Liliuokalani off the throne and overthrew. So that's going around. So President Clinton says, you know what I'm going to do? I promise you reparations, which is paying back. Reparations, 400 years of slavery, everyone gets a $1,000 check. You know, that kind of stuff. Hawaiians, you shall get your land back. So he wrote down a promise that we were wrong, you were right, and we're going to make reparations. President Clinton. Brilliant. So now, the wrong version of history is now supported by a presidential admission of guilt sort of thing, Reparation Act. And now it's come to this. And plus, the guy was Democrat, and you got Reagan and Bush and Toodaloo with your Democratic policy. So there's your explanation there. Thank you. That was long, and I didn't even look at the paper for that because I knew some of that crap. Now, news number 2. 95 daily cases. 116 new cases on Oahu. Statewide, 156 new cases. The mayor's already warning Hawaii, you better stay home for Christmas, or the Grinch is gonna kill everyone. Yeah. Black Lester Island, 200 some stuff. I don't know. You take it on faith, you take it to the heart. The virus is the hottest part. Trump rejects Russia as hacking source. Who cares? Trump is still chiming in on talk shows. I totally disagree with, I actually won.
Reporting for duty, Commander.
Concede.
I need a weapon.
Concede.
I
Concede.
need a weapon.
Concede. You lost the election. You
I need a weapon.
lost the election. You lost the president. You lost the presidency. When will he ever land? Actually, I think it's just a ploy to keep his fan base fired up. And then there's Tucker Carlson going, that virus is probably just a lot of flim flam after vaccine priorities for
Hey. Trooper.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait, stand in line, get my little virus, and even then, I'm gonna be a little bit mask wearing. Stay the hell back away from me. I'm not out to get the vaccine and then test out the vaccine by having you party. London is locked down on virus mutation fears. The virus is mutated. It's back. It's
Trooper standing by.
Round 2. It usurped the vaccine, and now it's back again. We're all gonna die no matter what. Space news brightens challenging year. SpaceX Falcon 9 astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Beckman, those 2 guys I've heard before, I think so. In Dragon crew capsule lifts off in Kennedy Space Station, keeping the first time in nearly a decade that astronauts have blasted off from U.S. soil. Wait, first time in nearly a decade that astronauts have blasted off from the U.S. soil? I thought they just put people up on the space station. This is gonna need some news. Speaking of news, on the 21st, which is tomorrow, because today's the 20th, December 20th. December 20th. Tomorrow's the 21st, and I think there's going to be a planet alignment. It's Star of Bethlehem number 2, because these planets are going to combine. I don't know when or how, but we're going to find out. This is going to have it in here. And they got a little space Star Watch thing in this Sunday paper somewhere. Pandemic prompts farewell to snow days. Yeah. When the little witch had her illegitimate son born, there was a planet alignment. Her mother, which is my sister, was like, there's a planet alignment, there's a planet alignment, there's a planet alignment, because they're all into the new age planet alignment, stargazing. I think it's all satanic. There's a planet alignment. It's like, go check the kid's head for 666, right? Get the little shave off the thing. Then. Like, what the hell? Your start. It's like, your child is so special. Well, everybody else is like, yeah, that's right. Nothing, I say, nothing. Okay. Civil rights endanger civil rights of students. Christmas lights, ray of hope. I don't know. Sudoku. I don't know. Big bad Sudoku. Hana 56. Hana 56. Domestic violence. See, because everyone's just stressing out. Oh, Big Q. There's where we go. Big Q. Where are you? By the year's end, what reopening tier will Oahu be closing in on? Oh, you figure it's going to go tier 1, right? This is like the worst. How about tier 0? Full lockdown. 5%. Upgrading to less restrictive tier 3. 3%. 36%. Backsliding to more restrictive tier 1. Probably. Unless the government just goes, state government just says, nah. We want to please the people. 59% status quo at tier 2. That's probably what's going to happen. They're probably just going to keep it at tier 2 and tell everybody, don't go. First arson dog. What the f? No, dogs growing like nerves. Small male crickets fashioned to leave into little fashion. Small male crickets fashion leaves into little megaphones. I don't know about that. That's Frasser. Actor portrayed Boba Fett. Oh my god, Boba Fett died. Holy crap. Boba Fett's dead. Did you know Boba Fett is dead?
Ready for action.
Oh my god, all Star Wars people are dying. Oh my god. Old age, I right there. Yeah, that kind of. Yes. Hey, mate. Now that I said that, I gotta check it out. Oh my god, we're gonna be real long today. Don the helmet, Boba Fett. Yeah, he's 75. So, don't look up.
Waiting orders, Commander.
The naysayers. And they counted his death towards the coronavirus count. And that's how they do it. To compete with China, reparation nearly to compete China. And here we go to try to figure out this. Oh, calling birds. 7 swans are swimming. They're drunk. That's a drunk song, I think. Probably.
Trooper standing by.
Yeah, we'll stand by this. Stand by. Okay, comfort and joy. We're going to see less of that with the witch has gone pandemic fever. I think there's probably trouble in her life. That's how she gets away. She takes it out of me. It's kind of a sadist thing. Sadistic. Okay, now. Political cartoon. Fruitcake? Merry Christmas. The GOP leaves them a little stimulus package. Well, we'll vote on your thing after the Georgia election, and we take control once again. Whoever gets to cheer that is another thing. All right, let's take a look. Let's do this because it's already going to be long. But who cares? Holiday special kind of thing. Oh, here we go. You need some the world needs now is, I don't know. What do you call it? All you need is in troubled times, like a bridge over. Everyone's gonna be like into that mode. In troubled times, more aloha is needed. More aloha needed. What the world needs now is leaders with more aloha. How about everybody else? Leaders with more aloha. It sounds cliche, but it's true. The Star advertised editorial, Hawaii economy needs federal aid. Citation parenthetical December 17th is a fair assessment. Yet, more than money, we need the ability, a healthy dose of compassion and care from leadership. They must make it a point to acknowledge and address our needs. Stop blaming average residents for not doing enough and operate in the spirit of kokua, means help, and malama, care. for all of Hawaii's people suffering from a year of death, isolation, and financial hardship. That's the one that kills everyone the most, financial hardship. The power of aloha has brought us together as an island community of more in 2020 than in any year before, despite the daily crisis we live in. So now, more than ever, we need our leaders to show us more aloha in their public mandates, laws, lockdowns, and funding priorities. May 2020 end much better than it began. Oh, May 2020 end much better than it began. Happy holidays! Shana Wailana Logan, thank you, Shana, for Hilo, for the wonderful message, which has a subtext of, just open up the things, man, show us a little loving. Let us go run free. We're tired of lockdowns, we're tired of masks, we're tired of isolation and financial hardships. We all just want to get COVID-19 and die on a respirator like everyone else. Oops. Alright, let's see now. There's like two of them that say, don't do gambling. Let's just... and both of them are... I just kind of glance at them. They're both kind of like, eh. But they're like, no gambling. I'll read one of them. The real issue here, there should be no gambling in the 808, which is like Hawaii, right? It's like, you know, Beverly Hills 90210. It was like popular. Now it's like Hawaii 808, because the whole area code for the state is 808. It's such a little snippy, freaking yuppie pride thing it became. 808 me, 808 this. There should be no gambling in the 808. The real issue is no gambling in the 808. Period. The bombshell announced by the Department of Hawaii Homelands is a bold move. Citation December 16th. I believe its ideology is not from the DHHL, Department of Homelands, but it is because of the downturn of the state's economy caused by COVID-19. Using gambling to shorten the wait line is appalling and underhanded, since the state has not allocated its full share of funding in DHHL as required by law. When the economy is booming, past legislatures opposing legalizing gambling in the 808 didn't use COVID-19 and the Hawaiians as a scapegoat to try again. The solution to pass new laws that authorize DHL to offer the beneficiaries, quote, self-help opportunities whereby each lessee and their ohana can build their own home at their own lower cost and expeditiously. Self-help projects have been used to rebuild homes on homestead lands in Waimanalo by Habitat for Humanity. Okay. Build your own house. Okay. She's Canada. Change the rule to 3 calendar days. They're still getting. Alright, one more and look this Kenny down. Kailua needs a usable boat ramp. Thank you for publishing Tony Pirro's article on the Kailua boat ramp, December 17th. This subject over which the community has fought with the city and state for many years. One excuse was that the ramp could have been conformed to the Americans with Disabilities Act, which makes it a big project and too expensive. The other is that neither the city nor the state owned it. Yet signs suddenly appeared reserving parking for trailers.
just used for car parking. The city responded to my letters with this. If the city is forced to accept responsibility for the ramp, we should all demolish it, improve and remove it. The ramp has been a major safety hazard for many years. It is amazing that children who slide down it daily have not been seriously injured in the large crack underwater. Boaters routinely get stuck. People do get hurt, and some smaller boats have resorted to launching off the beach. This is ridiculous, and Kailua does not have another usable boat ramp. Thank you, Brian Darth Barta. Kailua. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of, that's what that is.
Wear your masks. Beware the witches. Because one day the virus will be gone and we'll be able to sing, ding dong, the witch is dead. But I think most importantly, and despite all of this stuff, to go Jedi mind trick is to stay relaxed. I am relaxed in my mind. I am in my happy place. Really, hang loose, it's healthier. So hang loose, mongoose, and until next time, aloha.
Trooper reporting for duty. Keep moving, Trooper.